All right. Let's see who all shows up tonight. Oh, we got a few people in here. Come on in the house. Let me know who's watching. Oh, we got a few people in here. Come on in the house. Hey, Raymond. How you doing, buddy? Oh, what a day. So how you doing, Raymond? Anything going on? Hey, Joe. Anything? What's going on with y'all today? Anything? Anything good? Doing good. I hear you. It has been, I'm still trying to get set up. I'm running a little bit behind. Might have been on time to get it started, but I'm kind of running behind getting back here. So I hope everybody's doing good. Not much going on here. Had to work today. It was very, very long day today. Very long day, but we'll get through it. Raymond's resting. Joe, what's going on, man? I hear you. Yeah, let me know how that thing shoots. I'm interested. Ugly Dog Lures, how you doing? Oh, yeah, long day, Raymond. It just feels that way. I mean, it's just a long Monday. Yeah. That started happening, Joe, in January 20th. Actually, January 21st. TRI, what's going on? Hey, Joy, how you doing? Cecilia, how you doing? Yo, Jeremy Albritton. We doing good, buddy. Glad to see you still alive. Had to send out smoke signals to get you to answer me today. Yeah, we $11 a box. That's not too bad as of right now, Joe. I mean, I saw a box of 5 double aught buck that was going for $5 a shell. That's $25 for 5 shells. So at $11 a box, I mean, that's not where it should be. It should be a whole lot cheaper than that. I hear you, Jeremy. What was I going to do? I was going to get something, but I can't remember what it was now. Yeah, it's ammo prices are going up and up and up and up. Components, and it's hard to get components. Got a really good friend of mine who's trying to do some reloading, and there are some components that he can get, and then the other components he can't find it, and that's what's going on, man. Um, you know, yeah. Oh, I thought you said it was double alt buck. Right? You said you found some old Remington Express 3-inch 15 pellet double alt buck, and then your next post was like $11 a box. So I thought you were talking about the double alt. Jeremy needs some 3.5-inch buckshot. Yeah, good luck with that, Jeremy. Oh my Lord, how mercy! You did it anyway, didn't you? Yeah, it's getting crazy, Bo. And you know, listen. No worries, no worries, Joe. I got you now. Hey, listen. They know that it's going to be very, very hard to take away a constitutional amendment. They'll try, and there's a good chance they could succeed. We don't want them to. We all know that, but they can make it harder to get components, and that's where they'll get you. So y'all, we got to keep up the fight, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Becky, how you doing? Becca, how you doing? It is it's absolutely crazy. I'm trying to catch up with the chat here. It is absolutely nuts. So, did everybody have a good weekend? Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with text messages as well. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hurry back to see. If y'all watched today's video that I put out, then you know how my weekend went. Yeah, my weekend was wet. I think I'm still trying to dry out. I appreciate that, Jeremy. Very, very much. Becky's got doggy duty. Jeremy and his buttons. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I will say that it was a very interesting Sunday. It was yesterday. It all happened yesterday. If y'all saw the video, I mean, you got to see the video to understand, but I got a phone call. But anyway, I got a buddy of mine, and we went out we were going to the swamp yesterday to do a little boat ride, kind of look at some things. All right, hang on. Let me answer this real quick. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry about that. I got a buddy of mine trying to call me. I just sent him a text. But anyway, so we decided to go for a swamp ride. And we looked at the weather. The weather said it was like anywhere from 20 to 30% chance of rain. But at 1 o'clock, it was supposed to taper off. And so we met up around 12:30 at the boat landing. And while I was there waiting to put in, I ended up having to help a guy's the hub on his trailer blew out. So we had to get his boat out of the water and then get his trailer on the other side of the parking lot, get it jacked up, get the hub off. And of course, he dropped his trailer and went into town to go find him a new hub. So we decided to go down the river, go up in the swamp, and everything was fine. I mean, it was cloudy, but there was no rain. So we get all the way. We're probably an hour maybe by boat up in the swamp, and then the bottom fell out of it. I beached the boat. There was a little campsite up in the swamp that I knew about that had a lean-to, and we got up under it for a little while, but the rain was not letting off one bit. So I made the decision. Well, once we heard the thunder and the lightning crack, I did not want to be in a tin building surrounded by large trees. And so I just made the decision, let's get out, let's get in the boat and get home. So we did. About as soon as we came out of the swamp and hit the river, I hit the throttle and we took off. About halfway up the river is when I noticed that the boat was starting to get a little sluggish. And I looked back. Hey, Sunfish. I looked back, and I mean, my well was filling up with water, and I knew I hadn't hit anything, so I knew nothing could be cracked. There's no wells because I just redid this boat. I checked every seam on that boat. This was all rainwater, and my bilge pump wasn't working and could not and I wasn't going to stop on the river. Any of y'all that know, any of y'all that ever been on a river, fast moving river at that. You just can't stop. You know, what's going to happen is once you lay that boat down, that water's going to rush inside the boat, and it's just you're gone. You got to keep moving. You got to get that nose up as best you can, and try to level out as best you can, so you can keep that water displaced. And anyway, we got back. Of course, you saw that we got back to the ramp, and then come to find out that the connection from my negative from the bilge pump, my negative connection to the battery had broke loose. So I had it on a ring, and it broke loose. So I just stripped the wires, gave it a little turn, and tightened it back down on the thumb screw, and got the bilge pump working, just to help pump some of the water out. And that was it. But it was pretty interesting there for a while. We had I got all kind of flotation in that boat, and I really wasn't worried about it sinking out from under me. But what you probably don't know is, like I said, my buddy, he had his son with him, and his son was like 4 years old. And of course, we're all wearing life jackets, so let that out known. That's what my concern was. And like I said, we got back, we were okay. It just kind of was a little touchy there for a little while. There's a little stretch of the river. There's a hard bend to the left. To the right, going back up. And it gets a little squirrely in there with the currents. And that's where we had a little touch and go there for a little bit. But I hit it and hit the inside as best I could, and got around it. I see everybody's doing a little chatting on the chat room. That's good. Like I said, if y'all haven't hit that thumbs up yet, please do me a favor and do that. Yeah, it was Sunfish. It was a little a little intense. Hey, Tom, how you doing? Tom, I sure do appreciate it. Yeah, it's Monday, and it's already been a long week. I know the feeling, buddy. Trust me. The really bad part about the whole thing, other than swamping the boat a little bit, is when we got up to that little cabin, I tried to do some video and trying to do a video, trying to get some B-roll and some other stuff on some videos that I'm working on. And all you could hear, I wish y'all could have seen it. So we had the camera on the outside. Ben was running the camera for me. He had an umbrella, so he was up under the umbrella. And we tilted it kind of forward. And when we turned it on, I was inside the building, the little hut there. But the lighting was perfect. You couldn't ask for better lighting. It was just great lighting. but the rain hitting that tin roof drowned out my whole entire voice. Ended up having to scrap everything. No, I didn't forget the drain plug, bud. It was pouring down rain so bad and so hard that it actually filled the boat up, and my bilge pump wasn't working. So I had to fix the bilge pump when we got back to the landing. But yeah, I have forgotten the drain plug a time or two, getting in a hurry. Now, if I had a traditional outboard motor, now again, I'm running a mud motor, and it is a 35 horse, but it does not go as, like a traditional, outboard motor. Your more traditional ones. Now, had I had a traditional motor, what I would have done was pulled the plug while I was running, and I could have got out of there. And and then I could have got up on plane with the more traditional motor. I could have got on plane a whole lot quicker, and I would have pulled the plug, and I'd have ran just the force of the boat going forward would have pushed the majority of that water out. But with the motor that I had, I can't. It's harder to hold on because of the length of the tiller handle. It's harder to hang on to and then reach back and try to pull that plug out. And had I did not want to bring Ben and his, like I said, a 4-year-old son. They were up front in the center, and I didn't want Ben to let go of his son just in case. And I didn't even want him coming back any further, because that would have just dropped the back end of the boat down, and then water would have gone into the transom or over the back of the transom. So, there's a lot of things. I've heard people, we should have pulled the plug. Well, it wasn't possible. It just absolutely wasn't possible. I've done it before on a traditional boat and motor, but this mud motor, because on a traditional boat motor, your tiller handle is a whole lot shorter. For those of y'all that have tiller handle motors, and that the tiller handle on mine is very long, and so it gives you more leverage when you're trying to get through stumps and shallow water and stuff. That's why I couldn't pull the plug, but I have done that before. But it was interesting. I gotta give it that. Let's see here. Anybody come in here that I missed? I don't think so. I don't think I missed anybody. But if anybody's in here that I missed, let me know. So that was my weekend. What all y'all do? Anything exciting? Anybody do anything decent? Jeremy, you're always stuff in your face. What'd you grill tonight? What do we have? What'd you put on the grill tonight? Oh, shot a hog Saturday. Cool. Yeah, Becca, I actually saw the live stream come up, and I was in the middle of something, and then next thing I knew, I was asleep. You actually ordered pizza. Okay. Well, that ought to be pretty cool. TRI getting closer to the Chesapeake Bay. That's an area I've hunted it before when I was a kid, but I have not been up there in a long time. A very long time. But when Jeremy mentioned that he shot a hog Saturday, I met a guy at the boat landing when we got back, and we got to talking, and he had a pack of dogs with him, and they run hogs, and I kind of mentioned they living, kind of mentioned about get my camera next time they go hunt, with them dogs. I'd like to go with them and get some film of it. And I asked him what they shoot the hogs with, and I kid you not, he reached behind his back and pulled out a Bowie knife, and he said, "We stick them. These fools are going and chasing these hogs, and then they'll run up in there and stick the hog with a knife." So I'm hoping he'll give me a call, because I really want to do that, and just get in behind them and film the dogs and whatnot. Yeah, I think it'd be a little bit of fun. At least get it on film. That's what I'd love to do. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? Yo, Robert, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I know. I don't understand that, why they make it illegal to transport them, especially if you're going to take them to a pen and get them fed up on corn and then butcher them later on. All right, Daniel. Yeah, you should have been with us, Robert. It was an interesting Sunday. I guess that's why they did it. Yeah, I guess you're right. They'll eventually, some of them will get out, but you was asleep. Oh, that's right. So, hey, John, at Small Water Charters, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Robert, I wish you would have filmed that. How big was that catfish you caught, Robert? How big was he? Backwoods Barbarian. What's going on? How you doing? Really? 8'3", huh? All right, 50.2 pounds. Okay. Yeah, that was a big cat, bro. I know there's some people in this here channel that are in here in this chat that would probably pay good money to catch one that big. Yeah, 8-7 was Thursday and 8-3 was Sunday. Yeah, okay. Your eye hurts. What'd you do? Poke yourself? Hey Grant, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Well, there you go, Raymond. It was a flathead. Doing good, buddy. Doing good. Just trying to dry out. Been a lot of rain here last couple of days. Dang, Bo. You got an eye patch on it right now? Okay, Cecilia. All right, Daniel. Okay, Cecilia. So, in case y'all don't know, we having a beard growing contest, which will be judged on August the 30th. It will be on my channel, which is a Monday. And I honestly have forgotten who's going to judge it. But so if you want to be in the contest on August 30th, this has been going on. We've been doing this off, trying to get it going for been talking about 4 or 5 months. And it's going to be judged, like I said, August is a Monday, August 30th, my channel. And we'll be doing that. Becca, I cannot wait for you to enter this beard contest. I cannot wait. I am looking forward to it. All right, Roland's going to be the judge. Okay. What I'll try to do is those that are in it. There's also the big fish contest, but my understanding, unless I got this wrong, it had to be videoed. It had to be a video done on it, and on somebody's channel, if I'm not mistaken. As far as the big fish goes, if we're still doing that, I don't even know if we're still doing that or not. But I'll try to get everybody up on panel who's entered. I can only put 6 in at a time. So see, he's running the big fish. Okay. You've been watching the videos and posting it to Facebook. Who's the big? Okay. All right. So you got that covered. Okay. But whoever's, like I said, whoever's going to come in here, like I said, Monday night, we'll get rolling to judge it, and I'll get everybody on panel, that kind of thing. Grant can't even grow a beard. You can't grow one, or you're not allowed to grow one. Oh, come on in anyway, Jeremy. It'd just be fun to have it's just a big hoot and holler. I personally think that that Becca is going to win the beard growing contest. Can't grow the cheek hair. Oh, Jeremy, just show up on my panel next Monday. That's all you gotta do. Just be in here next Monday. Yeah, just be here next Monday. That's all you got to do, Jeremy. We'll get you on panel. Well, let's see here. Today is August 23rd. I'll be leaving in less than a month to Kentucky. I'll be leaving on the 17th and going out there to hunt with the Binknell bunch, early teal, early summer ducks, early geese, dove hunt, bass fish, whatever I can get into. Catch crawfish, go out and catch frogs. I don't care. We're going to do something. TRI is going to Kentucky in a week to deer and dove hunt. All right, cool. Boy. Jeremy, you still eating? Mm. Waiting to hear from Jeremy. Yep, two handmade caps, beanie hats, I think. Let me know when you finish eating, Jeremy. Oh, hang on one second. Okay, go. Sorry about that, guys. I had another text I had to take care of. Well, I tell you, nobody wants to talk to me until I get on live stream. Y'all ever notice that? Off the hook. What's going on, Bubba? Hey, Doc, what you doing? Appreciate you coming in. Daniel, I ain't seen any. I mean, I've seen a couple here and there, and that's about it. But as far as, I mean, flocks and flocks, no. I mean, I see it here. Not much off the hook. We're just kind of chatting, hanging out, just goofing off. Just goofing off a little bit. Is it? Let me ask you, some of you guys that are have the fishing channels. Anybody here subscribe to? I believe it's Father and Son Outdoors with Whitey Outlaw. Any of y'all know him? Any of y'all know him? He's got a YouTube channel, Father and Son Outdoors. Yeah, he's a crappie fisherman. And I mean, he's pretty good. He's in my area. I think I done lost. Hey, okay, Doc, appreciate that. I sent a couple. I think I sent an extra one. Doc, that was for that the guy that won that lure pack from you. I don't know if you've sent that off or not, but if you could do that, I'd appreciate it. He's a big channel. He's got a lot going on. Yeah, I mean, he's a pretty good channel. He's a pretty good size channel. Whitey is well known in my area for crappie fishing. All right, man. Appreciate it. The other one's for you now. So I can't remember how many I sent. You know, whatever it is, one's for you, and I think I sent the other one for the other thing. I don't know what crappie is. Oh, he's a crappie. Oh. You so funny. Where the heck did Jeremy go? Did he just drop off? When he started choking on his pizza? Okay, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, we try not to use we can say support, but you know how YouTube gets. They get all finicky about this crap. It's actually kind of aggravating sometimes. But do me a favor, those of y'all that go to his channel and after you watch his video, I mean, like I said, he's a big channel, guys. I mean, there's no getting around it. But it would be appreciative if y'all would when you comment that y'all heard about him from me, it would just be appreciative. Trying to do a little you know, networking. I did a lot of it Sunday, a lot. Uh, and it's just the way of the world, man. You just try to get a little networking going and trying to get your channel, get more and more into it. Hey, no problems. Hey, off to no worries, man. No worries. No, I am not going to say that. I am not going to do it because it's wrong. Proper English. Proper English. Crappy. You're rendering? What are you rendering there, John? Well, John, back in the day, we used to call them goggle eye. I know some of the old timers called them goggle eye. I have heard them called speckled perch or specks. Time to fight with the kids. Oh man, it shouldn't be that much of a fight. You just tell them to go to bed, and they go to bed. You got to give them that look. They'll run. I appreciate you coming in, Doc. Thanks a lot, buddy. John, you mean you actually edit? I thought you had a professional doing all that. She'll stay up all day night. Oh yeah, a professional. I appreciate that off the hook. You gonna tell me that the liberal left Google is gonna pronounce something right? Oh, come on now. You know better than that. Doc's are the only one professional that you know, huh? That's right. Saying summer ducks different between wood ducks. Same difference, same duck. Like a lot of people call it northern a northern pike. We call them jackfish. Oh, really? Oh, that's pretty cool, John. I would, man. That's awesome, man. What kind of ducks did you see, Daniel? You know, Y'all gonna be in the camera and point to where the fish are. They're like mallards. Okay. John, that's funny, dude. I'm sorry. You're gonna be in a camera boat pointing to where the fish are. Oh, you are the camera boat. That's still funny, dude. I'm sorry. That's just funny. Loderman, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Appreciate you coming in. Amanda, hey, how are you doing? You just woke up. Oh my! Oh, is it that time? Yeah, that's right. You're. I keep forgetting the time zone. You haven't moved over here yet. Great. Down. Ooh. Yeah, John just sent me a picture of this fish that Lillian caught. That's nice. That's a nice fish. That was the one yesterday. Okay, yeah. You asking me, Robert? It's a possibility. Yeah, I got a picture of some meat. Yeah, I did. I did. Robert, if I do, because of this new job I took, I can only go up there for a day because I'm taking this time off to go to Kentucky for a week. So if I do go, it'd be, and I know it's a drive, but it would definitely be I'd be leaving late in the evening and going there and hunting and turn around and coming back home. There's no way I could stay up there for a couple of days. Yeah, I told you, John, I could be in a two-man raffle that all you had to do was draw numbers from 1 to 2, and I'd still lose. Yeah, Robert, that's all. That's about what. Well, remind me, Robert. There's no Sunday hunting up there, is there? I mean, I might be able to do something, but it's kind of like all up in the air. Yeah, we'll work it out, buddy. No Sunday hunting. Yeah, that's what I figured. Now, now, John, did you get the whole cow or just that? Just what you showed? Oh, we'll work something. I'll call you tomorrow. Okay, that's okay. Appreciate that, Cecilia. Really do. Thank you. Okay. Hey, that's a good question, Daniel. Hold on a second. How do I feel about Sunday hunting on public land they are proposing here? Um, all right. So there are some mixed feelings on this. There are places, and when you say public land, I'm assuming you're talking about wildlife management areas, so WMAs, because there are places that you can hunt on Sunday that's public. It's not part of the WMA system. So you can legally hunt them on Sunday. So I'm assuming you're talking about wildlife management areas. Um, yeah, I personally don't have a problem with it. Um, I know that ducks need food, water, and rest. That's all they need. And if we're banging on them, that's going to be Saturday and Sunday. We're banging on them. So if we do that in the wildlife management areas, then they need to cut a weekday out or somewhere in the middle of the week. I don't have a problem with what they have now for, let's say they hunt it Wednesdays and Saturdays. I mean, I know that there's certain WMAs that only hunt on Saturdays. There's certain ones that only hunt on Wednesdays, and there's certain ones that hunt Monday through Saturday, depending on if it's a cat, especially if it's a cat too. If it's a cat too, and they open up on Sundays, I don't have a problem with it because a lot of people can't hunt during the week, and the only time they can hunt is Saturday and Sunday. So I have that, but I also know that ducks need rest, and we're talking duck hunting. That's what I'm talking about. So it's kind of like a mixed feeling. Does that make sense, Daniel? I hope it does. Welcome back, Jeremy. Now, if they had a lot more Cat 1 areas, then I would say no for the Sunday hunt if it's Cat 1. But yeah, and cat and yeah, Hickory Top is a walk-in spot. Appreciate that, Jeremy. Yeah, Daniel. I mean, I do the same thing. I used to hunt what is now known as the Green Tree Reservoir. I used to hunt there before it was the Green Tree Reservoir. And, you know, we could hunt that 7 days a week back then. If you know, the Green Tree is kind of interesting because, you know, if with the Green Tree and Bodler Impoundment and a few other walk-in places, they take a beating on Saturdays. I mean, they really take a beating. Those summer ducks, take a huge beating. And you know, they need rest too. But you know, you can go literally, if you can get a boat back in there, you can go right across the other side of it, and depending on where your water level is, where your high water mark is, you can hunt there on Sunday. Can there be a place called Pink Trees? I don't know. We got pink trees. Fishing the dot. What's going on? Is that making sense, Daniel? I mean, if you're talking about Green Tree, I mean, and I think it needs to be specific. I think your areas need to be case specific because Green Tree takes a pounding on Saturdays. I mean, really does. And if you hunt there, you know. And there's a lot of people that go in there, and it's too close for comfort. I personally would like to see Green Tree recategorized as a Cat 1 and or stay a Cat 2, but still have a drawing where you have to get that, you have to actually draw for it, and only X amount of people are allowed in there on Saturdays because it's just too many. It's just so many people that go in there, and they're jammed up on top of each other. It never fails. Somebody gets hurt every year. I mean, it's just crazy. Daniel, I can never remember. Are you from my hometown? Where you at? Where you from, Daniel? I'm quite sure you told me before, but I cannot remember. Hey, Jeremy, you ready to push buttons? I need a yes or a no, Jeremy, if you're ready to push a button. Olana, okay. That's right, Daniel. You told me that, and I'm sorry, man. I can't remember. I wish I could. We had so much rain, Cecilia, that it filled my boat up and I almost sank it. My bilge pump wasn't working. Daniel, do me a favor. Go on to any one of my videos, or just go to my main page. Look under my my about page, and you'll see my email address. Shoot me an email, would you? Would you do that? Just shoot me an email.
Hey.
Whoa, Jeremy, what's up?
Well, same old stuff, different day.
I hear you, bub.
Same old stuff, different day. See,
Yeah.
there ain't no way I can catch up.
Well, this is all messed up today, man. I got up this morning and I didn't do nothing. I just got up and went to work.
I hear you. I need to get me some beard balm and stuff like that. I ain't done it yet, though.
Hang on one second. Yeah,
Go ahead.
Daniel, shoot me an email, and so I can get a hold of you. Let's see, TRI. Hang on one second. Get a pair of high and dry waders this season. You still like yours? As of right now, I still love them.
As long as you're still high and dry with them.
As long as I'm high and dry, I love them. This will be my second season. And to be honest, I have not worn them since last duck season.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We will see. But
Boy,
still, if you look at them, TRI, if you look at them, if you look, they're still the cheapest. I mean, they're not cheap waders by no means. They are very well made, but they are very inexpensive for what you're getting.
And backwoods, I ain't said hey to you, so hey. My bad. So, well, I tell you what, I need to get sponsored by Muck Boots. That's
Muck
who
Boots?
I need to get Muck Boots. I have wore a pair of Muck Boots slap out. I'm talking about to nothing, and they still don't leak.
Yeah.
They still don't leak.
I've
had a thorn go through the Muck Boots, draw blood in my foot, pulled it out, and it still doesn't leak.
I know. It's like a self-sealing. I got a pair over here.
I've got gashes. I've been through briar thickets and the worst cutovers you've ever seen in your life, and they are still just holding on. So, Muck Boot makes some pretty good stuff.
Yes, they do.
TRI, let me. Years old.
TRI, I did a video on the high and dry waders, and what a lot of people don't know is I had a pair of the Rogers breathable with the zip out liners. And from day one that I got them, the boot caved in. The boot, the wader itself is very well constructed. The zip out liners, I love it. I love them. They're easy to put in, easy to take out. So you got a pair of waders for early teal. You had a medium weight liner for early season, and you had a heavyweight liner for late season. And I stayed warm. I wore a pair of sweats. 20-degree weather. I had a pair of sweats and wool socks on, and that was it. I stayed warm. But the boot, when I was putting the boot on, it would collapse.
I'll be right back.
Yep. And it would collapse, and I could not. Some mornings, man, I could barely get my foot into them. I mean, it was a workout to get my foot into them. Amanda, we're talking about. All right. Well, Jeremy was talking about a brand of boots called Muck, M-U-C-K, Muck boots. Very good rubber boot. And what I'm talking about, and TRI are talking about, are chest waders. Yeah, TRI. Yeah, Thomas. Yeah, I know Thomas. I talk to him all the time. And I know he is Hoke Outdoors now. He got his, I think, right after Joel Strickland got his. Now, Joel Strickland is from Surviving Duck Season. And listen, by far, I think Joel Strickland's got the best outdoor duck hunting channel out there. I wish that I could get a quarter of as good as he gets. I really do. I think he's got a really great channel. He ordered a pair. He got a pair in. And I actually talked to Joel Strickland about the high and dry waders before I even called high and dry and talked to them about them. So, I mean, that's just, and he loves his. So far, I love mine. I got mine hanging. I don't know if you can. There's mine right there hanging on my boot rack right there. But I got the all brown ones because my camo pattern is natural gear. And as of right now, they're not doing natural gear camo. However, if you order them and you say, hey, listen, I heard about your product from Daddy Duck 365, and he's a natural gear freak, and I'm a natural gear freak, you see where I'm going with that. You kind of see how that's kind of, and no, they don't sponsor me or anything, but, if they ever, and I told them if they ever, huh?
I said, but that's the dream.
That's the dream. That is the dream. But if they ever start doing natural gear waders, huh?
Is natural gear not in business anymore, or what's the deal?
No, they're in business.
Okay.
There's only 2 wader companies that I know of that have natural gear camo waders.
Okay.
Banded, and they're like $800-900. And then Frog Togs, but yeah, Frog Tog makes all right. So for those who don't know, Frog Tog, the raincoats and stuff, they do make waders, and they're breathable. They are the exact same wader as Rogers makes. Rogers makes a breathable wader. The Frog Togs and the Rogers are the exact same wader. They just slap Rogers on it instead of Frog Tog. And again,
I know how Frog Tog's rain gear is.
I got a pair. I've enjoyed mine. I got a set of them. The leg.
Every pair of Frog Togs I've ever had will get your butt soaking wet.
The pants that I had ripped out quick. They just made out of that flimsy material.
Yeah, I think they've actually upgraded material they used from back in the day, because when they first come out, you talking about just like a paper towel, just But I think they've actually upgraded their material, and the last pair I had, I mean, the longer you wear them and the harder the rain, that it does start to soak through. It's not bad, but I mean, of course, you're looking at it's like, say, a rain gear. You're looking at like a $50 rain suit compared to, $150 rain suit, something like that, So you got to kind of expect that,
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean, and Frog Tog actually makes better quality stuff, higher end stuff. So, you buy on the bottom of the line, you got to expect to get your butt wet every now and then.
Yeah, but the waders and the boots on the Frog Togs are the same. Are the same as in the Rogers breathable waders that I got, and they just collapsed.
Hey!
I was at a sporting goods store a couple years right before I got the high and dries. I was at a sporting goods store and they had a pair of Frog Togs, and they had them in my size. They actually had them in stout. I was real excited. Went to go put them on, and it was like I had to get 5 people to help me get the foot on. The boot just collapsed, dude. It's not sturdy at all.
Really?
At all. And I just went, I'm not going to spend $400 or $500 on a pair of waders that, I'm going to be this aggravated with.
Ain't no doubt. All right. So I'm finna give a pro tip right here, right now.
Hang on. Hey, Frontier. Go ahead.
All right. Pro tip number 1. If you're going to go out to your deer woods right now, or anything having to do with woods, always put on off. I have got freaking red bugs all over me right now, and they're eating my ankles alive.
Hey, we were when I was in the swamp yesterday. I was going to be doing I was trying to do 2 videos, and I don't know why I didn't think about it. I don't know what I was thinking when I left the house. But once we step foot into off out of the boat onto that dry ground or onto the ground before the rain hit,
I bet you got wrapped up.
The mosquitoes hit us. I mean, I had one fly down from a tree and was cackling and chasing me. He was flat-footed, chasing me around the swamp.
Yeah, them deep in there, they ain't seen no blood in a while. They hungry.
Yep.
They're looking for some human delicacy.
Yeah, Frontier. It's been a while since Jeremy's been up here, and that's why I've been anywhere. That's why I got him up here tonight.
It has been a while, Frontier. It has been a while since I've been anywhere. So it's been like 2 months since I've done anything. Maybe a little bit more than that. So, well, I remember one of the last videos I posted was 4th of July. So it's been at least a little over a month and a half. So, but yeah, I ain't done a live in probably 2 months.
Yeah. I sent you a text today and said, "Bo, are you still alive?" I mean, because if you weren't, I was headed to Monroe to see if I could pick up whatever crappy jigs you'd finished.
I'm taking them with me, man. They being buried with me. Secret stuff there. Secret stuff. But no, man, I mean, it gets this time of year down here, the fishing just kind of dies off. And, I'm wanting to get ready for deer season. It's too dang hot to do that, though. And I don't know. It's just kind of like a little hot summer lull right now. Dog days, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. I'm finna be back into the move of it and getting back to it. So y'all be expecting me soon. It's too hot to sit out in that garage and tie jigs right now. So, but soon.
Well, hey, Backbone Outdoors, how you doing? Welcome in. Appreciate you coming. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Judith. I know that he has some, and I've been meaning to get a hold of him, but I keep forgetting to email him.
You got to watch that off that deep. That'll make you hot.
Yes, it will.
Big time. And that's the problem with the stuff down here. You use that regular old just like 20% DEET or whatever, you're not doing no good. You got to get that off deep woods and get some good stuff.
Hey, Backbone, do us a favor, and number one, thank you for coming in. Number one. Number two, start chatting up in the room. Start talking to people in the room. We don't do hook sets until we know who you are. I'm not going to be looking at your channel tonight or anything, but just start chatting people up before you start asking for a hook set. Okay, so get to know some people up in the room.
But yeah, soon I'm finna get back to it pretty soon. So
I'm hoping the way my new schedule's going with this new company, I get Wednesdays and Sundays off. We were talking about that earlier today on the phone.
Yeah.
And I know that this Sunday, I'm going fishing. I know we are going fishing. It's going to be me, nice. My son, and my dad. So it'll be the three of us going fishing Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
So
that'll make a good video. 3 generations.
Oh, yeah. And we had to, like my son works every other weekend, so he couldn't do it this weekend. And, so we finally was able to work it out where he can be there. So we're gonna have a good time.
Heck yeah.
Hey Gidget, how you doing?
What's up, Gidget? How are you? Well, that ain't no good. That ain't no good at all.
Heck, this is the best internet I've had in months so far. I'm knock on wood.
Okay, it's her dropping the stream and not me. I'm about to say, if it's me dropping the stream, let me know and I'll get off my Wi-Fi, go onto my my cellular data. It should help a little bit.
No, she's dropping.
Oh yeah. So, whew. I am ready for this heat to break. I know that.
Oh, dude.
My goodness.
You're not the only one.
I am ready to see the end of it.
All right, Daniel, take care of yourself, man. Give me a holler.
Yeah, we got so much stuff to get to right now. It ain't even funny. I mean, air conditioners out the wazoo to change out. So, I dare to say we got probably 10 systems, full systems sitting in the back of our shop to be changed out right now. And that's not including coils and condensers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So a ton of stuff.
You know, me and my wife were talking about that earlier tonight, and she looked at me and I think we said it at the same time. Can't wait till it starts getting cold. It's been so hot that it's too hot to get in the pool. It's too hot to get in the pool.
Yeah.
The pool's like bath water. I mean, there's no cool down whatsoever.
It's just 88 degrees, 89 degrees. Yep. You don't really care to get in that junk. So, but yeah, man, it's been something else. I think today was our hottest day so far.
What'd y'all get to?
I don't really know. I think it was right at 99, but with the humidity, it was way on up there. And
yeah,
I don't know. So it's not the worst I've ever been in, but it's been pretty tough.
The older you get, the worse it gets.
It seemed like it come on a little earlier this year than it normally does.
Yeah.
And it's hanging around too, of course. I mean, I know it's August, so yeah. I think tomorrow's going to be hotter than today was. So
look at this. So see, it says you had to turn the AC on. I've had my AC on since February.
I wish I knew when I turned my AC off. So I did have a week in February that I didn't run it. So
it's been miserable.
It snowed in February. I didn't run my AC that week. Yeah, I don't know. It has been. It's been pretty rough. So, I mean, I've been through way worse summers, but this has been pretty tough. So, I went through one summer. We had 40 straight days of 100-degree temps.
That was like 3 summers ago.
Yeah, it wasn't 3 or 4, something like that.
Yeah. It was the same way here. I mean, it was.
You talk about miserable. Ooh. So, I know.
Hey, I know a guy that dropped an egg he took a fresh egg, went down to the lake and put it right there on the water's edge, and about 10 minutes later, he had a hard-boiled egg.
Yep. I know. Let's see. It's been about 12 years ago. We went through a summer that was pretty tough too, and I went through the middle of town that I work in up there. And they had a bank sign that was flashing, had the temperature, read the temperature and time. And it was so hot, that thing was sitting there flashing 110. It wouldn't even show the time. It just 110.
Yeah.
And it was, I ran the cell phone that day. I sweated so hard, talk on the phone, it just went to frying in my hand.
Hey Tina, how you doing? Thanks for coming in.
Hey Tina, how are you? So I don't know. Like I said, it's not as bad as it has been, but it's still pretty rough.
Yeah.
I know Friday I had to crawl up in the attic, check on the air conditioner. Woo-hoo, it was hot up there. So.
Listen, I got up this morning and got ready for work, and luckily I was able to work out of the house today.
Yeah.
And so I kind of like turned the air down a little bit, but I had the bug man come by, and he was spraying in and out of the house. And man, he walked in this house, he's like, "Bo, thank you so much." He said, "You mind if I just sit down for a few minutes? You want a glass of tea, Bo?" You know?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It don't take much when you've been outside getting hot and sweaty. Come inside the house at 76, 77 degrees, you about to freeze to death. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm hoping within the next month or so, the temperatures start to kind of go the other direction, and I can get out to my garage and start doing some more. And
yep.
Yeah, but I'm hoping the price of lumber and all gets down a little bit lower, and I can do my shed. If I ever get it going, I'll be in good shape. I'll have air conditioning out there. So. But it's going to have to go a lot lower.
Yeah. I think sometime this fall, I got a portable air conditioner that I can. It's on wheels, and you just hook it up to a window. You know, you just open the window and you extend the thing out and shut the window down.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna punch a hole through the shed down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Screen it up, stick that in there, caulk it up, and then screen the outside.
Yep.
And then push it up under my workbench.
Yep.
And that way I can go in there.
I tell you something you can do.
I can go in there and I can do live streams in there. I can do a lot more videos in there next summer.
Yeah.
You know, but right now to go into that shed right now.
I tell you what, you could take that vent hose off that thing, and you could take and cut you a hole for a dryer vent.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Damper. You could run that through the hole and then hook that vent up to that dryer vent hose.
Yep.
And that'd probably do you in pretty good right there. And that way you got the damper, so when it's not running, the damper will come down and close and kind of seal off a little bit, you know.
Yep. But I'm probably going to do it this fall once it cools off and get it set up. And then so I'll have it for next year, because right now I go into that shed. I could take a shower right now, get cleaned up, go out to the shed, and I'm sweating before.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, and I got a small fan out there, and it still ain't enough.
Yep. So, I mean, I'm sitting outside right now, and I'm right on the verge of starting to sweat, but it's just cool enough to keep it out of me.
Right.
So, but I mean, it would, if I was to get up and walk around, I'd start sweating.
Yeah. But I'm probably gonna leave it. I'm probably gonna leave it with that vent that it's got on there and just cut the hole big enough to push up to it. And the reason is, if the power ever goes out in the house from a hurricane or anything else, inside, I could just pull it off and walk right in the house with it. And,
I don't know what. It may be worth trying to figure out what size vent hose is on that air conditioner,
and
then maybe switch you can get an extra vent hose, because I know like the ones you're talking about, it's got the little sleeve that goes in the windowsill.
Right.
And I mean, you may could get an extra vent hose, just leave it ran in your shop, and then you'll have the regular vent hose that goes with it for the air conditioner on the inside.
And just undo the clamp and take it off.
Yep. undo the clamp, take it smooth off, bring it back inside.
What was it last year when we had a small hurricane? It wasn't much of a hurricane, but it knocked the power out.
Yeah.
And you know, I went out there and I pulled it's upstairs in my bonus room. And I pulled it down, fired up the generator, plugged it in, and just shut the bedroom door. About 2 hours later, I was trying to find Long Johns.
I tell you what, last year we had that hurricane come up through here, and that's the first actual hurricane that made it this far inland up here. And
yeah,
I mean, it was rough. Don't get me wrong, it was rough, but I mean, like we weren't out of power, but just about 30 hours. I know my brother, he was out for like 7 days. No, he was out for 8 days, and yeah, I was getting ready to do stuff like that, you know, try to find a generator and all that. But I've got a generator now. My power very seldomly goes out.
Right.
So, I mean, that I've been here for 3 years, and that was the longest it's ever been out. I mean, maybe an hour or two at best.
Whoop, where you at? Hey, Doug, what's going on, buddy? Jeremy done froze up.
Are we back?
Yeah, you're back.
I don't know what happened. It just kind of went black there for a minute. So.
All right. Hey, Jeremy.
Yes, sir.
Take the reins for a few minutes.
All right, I got it.
I've got to go pass a message on. I'll be right back.
All right, that'll work. What's up, Mr. Duggar? Earthlings, eh? So, anyways, I'm sorry I ain't been around and doing any videos, hanging out with y'all. I've just been too busy. I get home in the evenings. I do like to sit around and hang out. Sugar britches, huh? I like that. So, yeah.
All right, sorry about that, guys.
Oh, it did. Shoot, that didn't take no time.
No.
Oh, man. I tell you what, I'm going to have to get off here and go to bed here shortly. I am fading quickly. But I got a little bit in me. So.
Yeah.
Mr. Duggar
Sorry.
fishing. I like it.
What's that?
I was talking about Mr. Duggar fishing. I like that name.
Oh.
Yeah. But definitely, if you're going into the woods doing anything right now, bring some off and spray your ankle.
Yep.
Regretting it today.
Oh, look here. I don't know how people just don't know this, or they forget, or they're just not thinking. I get a phone call the other day. From a buddy of mine. He says, "Hey man, I saw that video, where you put that Spanish moss on your boat."
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Did you get any chiggers or red bugs?" I said, "No." He says, "Man, I went to go collect some Spanish moss to put on mine for the because teal season's coming up." And I said, "Hey, Bo, you got to wait until the winter
That's
winter
right.
time." before you do that.
Woo! I
He
couldn't
is,
imagine having
he
it
is,
all up. Like I said, I was walking through a clear cut the other day where they got on me, and I've just got them on about, I don't know, probably a foot up my leg, on my ankles. I ain't got them nowhere else, but woo, they tore me up.
and now, for those of y'all who don't know anything about red bugs or chiggers, I'm gonna give you the easiest way to kill them. If you happen to get a bunch of them on you and you get bit, you're gonna have to go to each bite and put you some clear fingernail polish on each bite. And if you want to look funny, you can put multicolored fingernail polish if you like, but clear fingernail polish works. Because what they do is they get in your skin, they burrow down into you, and the hole that they leave is what they breathe out of. So you cover that hole up with clear fingernail polish, kill them.
Huh. But how do you get rid of them after the fact?
No, chiggers ain't fun.
No, they are not fun at all. Oh. So, and I know better. I just didn't do better. That's the problem. And the bad part is I was sitting there looking at a can of off and never did put it on. So
for those of y'all that do not have small water charters, if for whatever reason you don't have them, we need to get his link posted up. But he just posted up a video. It just came up.
Does it, Megan?
Where his wife where his wife caught I believe it was an 8.7.
Ooh.
Yesterday.
Dang, that's a good one.
Yes, hairspray does work, Becca.
I may have to try me some hairspray here in just a minute then. I know I have some in there. I got 3 women in this house. There's hairspray in there somewhere.
Well, back in the 80s, we had a lot of hairspray in this house, but when the 80s left, the hairspray went.
Well, that's the thing. It may be my hairspray that's in there from potato guns and stuff. But no, there's some in there. I got clear fingernail polish for my jig tying, so I'm covered either way I go. Would say I'd go out there put some PVC glue on it, but I know how that stuff would do me.
Yeah, really.
It'd eat me up. Oh man. Well, I hate to run off on you, but
I know though.
Go hit the shower.
Yeah, I'm not on here for much longer to begin with. Hey Jack, what's going on, buddy?
It's about that time. I'm about ready to hit the bed.
Yeah, I've been sitting at a computer all freaking day working, and my eyeballs are just tired.
Yep. But I appreciate you having me on.
Hey, not a problem, buddy. You know you're always welcome.
Yes, sir. Well, we'll holler at y'all later on.
All right, be good, Jeremy. Oh, goodness. It has been a day, y'all. All right, let's see here. I'm going to catch up with some chats here. you're gonna Backbone. I really, I'm quite sure you're a good guy and all, man, but you really need to get to know people. This is my channel, okay? And it's nothing against anybody or anything. It's just I like to get to know people before I start dropping their channels. It's how I roll. It's how I work it. Nothing against anybody. I just want to get to know. But when somebody keeps asking like that, it just kind of makes me want to bear down just a little bit harder and say no. So just give it some time, brother. Just give it some time. Just get to know us. About running out of sweet tea. You know what happens when I get angry when that happens. Well, like I was saying earlier before Jeremy came in, I'll be heading off to Kentucky again. Thanks to see you. Take care of whatever you got to take care of. That combination, early teal, early goose, doves, bass fishing, the whole 9 yards. I am very excited to go. So, where are you from, Backbone? Let's get to know the young man. Where is he from? Kentucky, not Kent. Yeah, I think I kind of figured it out, TRI. Dove and grouse season's coming for Duggar. Yeah, I am, man. It's been a while since I've been out of the state. It's been a while since I've been out of the state duck hunting, so it's going to be it's not always about shooting limits of ducks every day. It's about getting with good friends and having a good time, and that's what I enjoy more than anything. Well, Miss Irene, how are you doing today? The field guide. Oh yeah, Judith. There's several pieces of property around where I hunt, private property, and they're already loaded up. I've talked to a few of them. I just don't hunt those places because I just don't believe in hunting uncut flooded agriculture field. It's just personal preference. I could spend days talking about it, but yeah, but the properly managed areas, the wet, moist soil areas, and if they were doing cut fields, whether it be corn or rice or beans or something, I think it'd be a little different for me. But but I can tell you now that a rice field is a whole lot better than what corn is. All right, Amanda, take care. Yeah, Cecilia, I know who he is. And that's why I'm trying to see if we can get to know him, but he won't talk. Kind of tells me something, you know what I'm saying? David Henson, what's going on, bro? How you doing? Well, duck season's coming up. Deer season across the country is coming in. Hogs and whatnot. Guys, if y'all need a strap, you need a duck lanyard, a call lanyard, or a duck tote, or a game drag for deer or hogs or what have you. You need a small game tote, turkey totes, whatever it is. Y'all get over to Flatwood Lanyards. Flatwood Lanyards. It's on Facebook. Or David Henson can hook you up. Just let him know that I'm the one that sent you. Yep. That's good, David. I'm out of here, man. Yeah, you know what, Doug, I kind of feel the same way about that. It's as the ducks move south. Okay, so ducks need a variety of a diet. They need carbohydrates and they need proteins. And they don't always need the carbohydrate. It depends on how cold it is. The colder it is, the more carbohydrates they need. So the farther north you are and the colder it is, they need more carbs in order to sustain. But as they start to fly south, they need more invertebrates. They need protein. And they need that protein for egg production for next spring. It's what they've been doing. And, and to fill them, I mean, not saying they won't eat corn, they will. It's easy for them to get to. But they need those invertebrates. And the best place to get it is honestly, I'm telling you straight up, is either a moist soil habitat with natural foods such as wild millets, smartweed, lizard's tail, certain types of lily pads, water shield, duckweed, this kind of stuff, where all these invertebrates, all these little small minnows and snails and freshwater shrimp and all this little stuff, all these little bugs, they can get all those invertebrates and get that protein because they need it for egg production. And they're not going to get it eating corn. I mean, it's just not. But if you're going to plant, if you want to plant something, millet is a good thing to plant because invertebrates will get around the millet. Rice is better. Rice is the best thing because if you plant, let's say, a 10-acre plot of rice, if you do it right and you plant it, you can actually harvest that rice and sell it and make some money from it. And it's called ratoon, but it's the residual. So as you're cutting the rice, you're going to have some that falls out, right? So it's going to fall down. It's going to go to the bottom. Guess what? It's going to start to grow back up, and it will grow another rice seed on it, or a seed head on it. And that's called the ratoon crop. Or if you plant it out and get it planned out correctly, then not only will they have carbohydrate, they'll also have a huge, huge, huge invertebrate explosion on that rice stubble. And it's crazy. I don't get why people don't plant more rice, especially in the southern states. Kentucky Hunter, how you doing? Oh, all right. So I missed a little bit of the chat. Let me pull back up. Hog bait does not attract so many raccoons. Good luck with that. Trash pandas eat anything. Sounds cool, TRI. Oh, Doug, you and me both, man. I would rather hunt. If I got to hunt an open area or open field, it's flooded rice. It's after it's been cut. It's yeah, that's it. And you get a variety of ducks too. You get mallards, pintails, widgeon, teal, shovelers. I mean, heck, I've actually shot diving ducks in rice fields down in Arkansas. Let me know how it works out for you, TRI. I'm just be interested. But just so you know, TRI, if you will go in there and in those hardwood areas and you bush hog, let's say you got an open spot, if you go in there and bush hog it all the way down, and then run a disc in there and disc it up really, really good. Disc it up 2 or 3 times, maybe even run a hair through it, and then start to ease water on top of it. You will get an explosion of smartweed and sprangletop. And you have to understand these natural millets, the sprangletop, which is natural, and the smartweeds. I'm not saying you can't drown them, but they're very water resistant, and it's a lot better for the ducks. And if you get in there and plant rice on it, let it grow up, and then flood it, and then start to flood it, rice grows in water, so it's very, very, very water resistant, and it'll last a lot longer. A lot of times, these guys will go in there and they'll flood these cornfields, and their corn rots. It'll rot right there on the stalk. You know. Yeah, I've hunted a few rice fields in southeast Texas. The southeast Texas, we hunted rice fields. Southern South Texas, we hunted around Matagorda Bay, and in West Texas, I've hunted everywhere from Eastland and Plainview and places like that. Mostly in those playa lakes or those stock tanks. Mm. But TRI, since you watch, okay, wait a minute. Yeah, I mean, if you flood it natural foods, but what I'm saying is going there and bush hog. It's too late to do it now, but maybe for next year, go in there and bush hog some of it and disc a little bit around it. You're going to get an explosion of smart weeds and natural millets and springle top and so forth, and then you flood it. You're going to come out a whole lot better. I know that you watch Thomas from Hoke Outdoors. I don't know if you saw the video that he did where he planted millet along that little beaver pond that they had. And I don't recall. I mean, I could be wrong. I most definitely could be wrong. But I don't think they did very, very, very well with that Japanese millet that they put in, that they planted. I just don't think it took right. Now, I could be wrong on that. He might have had some jam up hunts that I may have missed, but I don't recall him doing very, very, very good on that. Oh, listen, Ed Jack, what state do you personally think has the most delicious duck you've got? Every duck to me is delicious, and it's not so much as what state it's from. It is what that duck has been feeding on. It's what that duck has been feeding on. So if you've got ducks that have been feeding on natural millets and smartweeds, the best eating mallards I've ever eaten were full of smartweed. Those by far were the best eating ducks, and I shot them right here in South Carolina. Now, different ducks taste different. I think summer ducks or wood ducks are the best eating ducks out there. My second would be green wing teal. Third would probably be a pintail or even a widgeon, a gadwall, blue wing teal. So it's kind of a progression, but it all depends. I've had ducks that have been eating acorns. It's just absolutely delicious. I've shot them in South Carolina. I've shot them in Arkansas. So it's not really so much where the state considered a state. It's what those ducks have been eating on. Yeah, I saw his videos. I actually got to hunt it, and oh, that's cool. So did you actually hunt with Thomas, or you just actually hunted the pond? Oh, that's where you were raised at? Yeah, we used to go down there and hunt with a guy by the name of Murray Munston. We used to go out there and shoot pintails by the. It was crazy. It was crazy how many pintails drakes we would hunt there. Yeah, I know he went out west to hunt. Yeah. So TRI, so he is staying in Virginia. I was a little confused. I thought maybe he may be moving. So he is coming back to Virginia. I hear you. Okay, I got you. Well, then he should be back, being this the 23rd. Yeah, he seems like a straight up guy. I'd like to. I had him on my channel on my live stream one night. We chatted one night, and I've talked to him several times on the phone. He seems like a very well rounded young man. I wouldn't mind sharing a blind with him one day just to sit down and talk. Whether we killed anything or not, it's a different story. I'm not all about the kill anymore. I'm more having fun and meeting new people. Do I come across duck's eggs on my hunts? No, they've already laid, Cecilia. They've already hatched out by the time hunting season comes around. But I do come across them during the egg laying season, and especially on summer ducks and the nesting boxes and whatnot, we'll come across them. I've done a couple of egg counts in the past to see how many eggs were in there. Let's see here. Well, guys, we are at 2 hours and 3 minutes. I think I'm going to call it a night. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Hey, listen, I appreciate each and every one of you that have come in here. Well, let me answer this question real quick. Would you ever raise my own ducks? And I'm assuming you're saying raise my own ducks to hunt. No. And let me tell you why. In order to raise ducks to hunt, they must be 3 generations removed from the wild strain. By doing so, you do not get a pure wild duck. And when you do that, there are some ducks that are going to get away, because they'll just fly off, and they will go and breed with a wild duck, giving those ducklings bad genetics. I do not believe in raising ducks to hunt. It has been in the practice for a very, very long time, but I don't approve of it personally. I don't condone it. But you're not getting a true duck. You're not getting a true wild duck. Most of the times when they do raise ducks, they're raising mallards, and they are not a true wild duck. And you can mess with the genetics. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is ducks they just don't fly straight south, okay? They will fly east, they will fly west, they will fly south, and they fly north. They're bouncing all over the place. We've actually recorded through banding processes ducks killed in South Carolina that were banded in Saskatchewan and Alberta. We also know that we've actually had ducks that migrated from what's the most western province in Canada? The Western Territory have actually migrated eastward across Canada, across the northern pothole prairie region, down back into Pennsylvania, and then down into the Atlantic Flyway. So we know that this happens. We know that ducks from the Atlantic British Columbia, thanks so much. So they would, and they also fly from east to west. So we've got ducks that are coming from New Brunswick and British Columbia and all that. Yeah, Newfoundland and all these other places that will fly south and then turn westward and come down into the Mississippi and Central Flyways. We know this happens. So if you've got these pen-raised ducks, they are flight ducks, they do fly, they will migrate north and they will end up breeding with wild ducks. And you get an inferior genetic strain of duck. It's just that simple. And I just don't agree with it. But anyway, I tell you what, we can take this conversation on Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. I'll throw up another live stream where we'll talk nothing but ducks. Hopefully I can get W6 Outdoors and Duckalope Outdoors and maybe the Binknell Bunch, and maybe I can get a hold of a couple more people. And we'll sit there and talk ducks. And if y'all have any other questions like that, feel free to ask in the chat next Wednesday. Also, guys, if you have a question, you don't want to put it in chat, send me an email. Send me an email, daddyduck365@gmail.com. It's in my about page. Send me questions about duck hunting. If you have a question, it doesn't matter what it is. Send me that question and I will answer them on the live stream. Okay. Well, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I appreciate each and every one of you, excuse me, that came in. Remember, guys, this is August 23rd. As far as YouTube is concerned, we have started a new month. So if you've got people, YouTubers that you watch on a regular basis that are monetized, make sure you watch their videos all the way through. Make sure you watch them ads, because by doing that, that's how we gain our little extra money by these, by these ads, so that we can keep coming out here and keep going in the woods and keep bringing y'all the content that we bring you. So be mindful of that. And yeah, Eric, I'm sorry that you missed it, buddy. I'll be back Wednesday night at 8 o'clock right here. But anyway, guys, y'all have a great night. Y'all take care of yourselves. Be safe. As Duggar says, God bless our vets. And we will see y'all next time on Daddy Duck 365.